And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along, we are going to bring out the fighters for our upcoming contest. Making his way to the blue corner, Gregory Rogovin.
Gregory Rogovin coming out of Borden's gym, 125 pounds he'll be fighting, and 1-1 in his record. Walked to the ring by Turan Hazanov, a man I fought in my own pro career. He's got a tremendous group, and the legend, Vladimir Borodin, they have been on this fight scene for over 25 years. This young man has a lot of promise, long reach, and a great
And
gym
his
around
opponent
him.
making his way to the red corner, Usiel Quiroz.
He's making his K-Series debut tonight against Usiel Quiroz-Ballinas de Oro, the Golden Rooster out of Master Perlaza's gym. 4-1 in his record. Started in Taekwondo at 4 years old. He has 14 years of experience in that. He said, fighting really caught his attention when he saw others competing, and he said, I really want to put myself to the test. And he just fell in love with the whole fighting life. He told us there's no reward without risk. And this recently graduated Marine has just finished boot camp. He fights for our country and freedoms, and tonight he fights for victory here at the K-Series.
And entertainment. Let's throw it over to Mike Fowler to make this one official.
And now, fight fans, our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 125 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Borodin's gym, Gregory Rogovin. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Master Perlaza, Usiel Quiroz. The man in charge of the action is Marcel Varela.
All right, here we go. 10th bout of the night, halfway through. Marcelo Varela, the third man in the ring. Quick pace up off the bat.
125 pounds. These guys go fast. Out of the blue corner, Rogovin, red, Quiroz.
Yeah, and Usiel, you already see that that Taekwondo background coming out. But Gregory Rogovin is just not giving him much room to breathe.
And Borodin's gym known for that K1 glory kickboxing style.
Now you have to think Usiel's going to want to keep this at one at distance, and he's going to want to get the space he needs. You see the wide stance he has there to get some of his more high yield kind of shots off. But Gregory Rogovin should make it a premium to clog up the lane. Looks like he's doing just that.
Yeah, you definitely can see that Taekwondo styling from Quiroz. There may have been an accidental blow to the back of the head there. Both guys a little more cautious now coming in. Seems like they've tasted the power of the other. Oh, those wild spinning maneuvers. Now we should remind you, spinning back fist not legal in the amateurs here.
Quiroz just needs to be careful. It looks like he's kind of prioritizing a little bit more long range type of strikes, but it wouldn't hurt him to kind of go back to the boxing roots, right? Because Gregory Rogovin is just keeping it simple.
Rogovin sticking to the basics here. And doing a very good job with it.
Oh, nice leg kick there. Ooh, big body kick by Quiroz.
That's the thing, with a guy like Rogovin in front of you, it's hard to get enough time to set up those longer shots, and it does telegraph quite a bit when you're doing it.
Right, yes. And a guy like Rogovin's going to have enough time, if he sees it coming from yesterday, to blast a couple shots down the middle. Now, to what your point, Liam, do you play Rogovin's game? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it really gets to be a question of what, the strengths that Quiroz has and brings to the table, and has he trained for somebody with Rogovin's skill set? Right. You don't want to fall into a game that's not your own, that you're unfamiliar with. You're not going to win that. So can he negate the advantages and the strategies of Rogovin and apply his strengths? We'll see. Rogovin, I'd say Rogovin, keep doing what you're doing. Because,
absolutely.
The thing about Quiroz and those kind of high intensity, big moves is you might be throwing them throughout 1-2 rounds, but then they're tricky, they're unpredictable. Now, you can see them coming from a while away because they may telegraph, but the unpredictable nature of them means a shot can come from an angle you just don't see coming.
Well, it's also
very difficult to predict.
It's hard to not throw those shots naked. Like, one guy that really does that well in the UFC is like pairing behind things is Yair Rodriguez, but we're talking about like the premier level athlete that has used Taekwondo. A lot of guys at this level, right, you're not going to be able to throw a jab, then a cross, then spin into a, you know what I mean, a tornado kick or something like that.
Right.
It's going to be one shot. It's going to be naked. And to your point, Rogovin's going to take advantage of that all day.
Wow, a firefight back and forth with the hands here. You can see that bladed Taekwondo-esque style of Quiroz, and that makes it very difficult to block a kick. Now, they do have shin guards on, so it's not as imperative to get the blocks up there, but it's still going to have an effect.
Oh, absolutely. On the movement, and movement is imperative in Taekwondo as well. How you place your feet, the mobility with which you can kind of go into engagements is so important. So if Rogovin keeps chopping away at those legs, that's going to take away one of Quiroz's arguably his biggest tools. Oh!
Nice shot there from Rogovin.
And that hurt Quiroz. The crowd getting rowdy.
They call Rogovin Chaos Krishna, and you can see that he does thrive in that chaos.
He is. I mean, he is just
walked
an
right to a
absolute
shot
dog.
there.
I mean, the guy, I reached out to him before the fight. The guy shows me footage, and in every single bit of footage I saw, it was him violently finishing someone. Nice leg kick again by Rogovin.
If you see that guard of Quiroz, that right arm is down, almost like a Philly shell type style. That's very dangerous with a guy like Rogovin because he is throwing those shots with power. Oh!
Big kick upstairs, almost lands. And I mean, listen, we talk about like a 99% versus a 1%. Hey, if that 1% lands, that's a baseball bat flying at your face off of a spitting kinetic energy type body there.
That could do a lot of damage, but I do like the hands that Rogovin is putting out there. Really showing a lot of skill with those.
Right, a lot has been made about the effectiveness of Taekwondo in combat sport. If you could do it, it seems the consensus, if you could do it well, it's a really, really good weapon. But most times it has its major downsides, and that, like, for the aforementioned reasons we talked about.
Yeah, we'll see if Quiroz can make it work for him here in the third round. Rogovin seems to be doing well sticking to his game plan. But he does have to be careful. You do want to watch out for him.
Make some noise, fight fans. This is our third and final round.
Yeah, and I mean, for Quiroz here, it's do or die, right? You gotta string something together. You gotta find a way to find that skull of Rogovin. But Rogovin's just got to keep doing what he's doing. As you said, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
And seeing Taran Hassanov in the corner there of Rogovin, seems to be advising land the shot, advising that straight right, bring it right down the middle.
Yeah, the intensity too is what I like.
Especially when Quiroz is in that shell position, that shell guard, the Philly shell kind of position. What Hassanov said in the corner was to throw that straight right, bring it straight down the middle.
I mean, that has fight-ending potential right there.
A huge crowd here for Rogovin.
Yep. Oh!
Solid right hand. Clinch is broken up immediately as per the rules.
Quiroz is almost like when he spins, it's almost helping him out in a way, because Rogovin, I don't know if he's focusing too much on landing that big shot. Oh, that's a slip. I don't know if he's focusing too much on landing that big shot, but whenever Quiroz spins and tries to counter, it's almost shielding him. That's a nice head movement there by Quiroz.
Nice right kick there lands. Rogovin with that large and long setup needed by Quiroz.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful with that too, because what I saw there is he's walking in with his head exposed and his chin up high.
Rogovin able to jam him up when he does that.
He's got to stop that, or he's going to get starched. Ooh.
Nice spinning kick, doesn't land. It was all bling and no sting there, but Good attempt. Oh,
Ooh, nice front
kick
kick
to the
there.
face.
Yeah.
And Rogovin has been putting up a tremendous pace. You can see he's starting to tire just a bit here in the third.
Yeah. It's also like his arsenal is kind of depleted a little bit. It seems like he's only going for that cross. And a wrestling takedown there. Quiroz ends up in half guard. No, okay.
Oh, nice shot there.
Quiroz stings Rogovin.
I think Quiroz has shown a lot of tools here in this third round.
Yeah, and he's starting to connect on Rogovin. That's a fight.
That was a nice comeback in the third for Quiroz.
A little bit too little, too late, though, I'd assume.
Let's see how the judges score. We got 4 judges at ringside scoring this fight. 10-point must system. Winner of a round gets 10. The loser gets 9 or less.
Now let's see. We will know, of course, when Mike Falvo does and when he wants to deliver the information to us. And in all likelihood, Rogovin's going to make this hometown crowd really happy tonight. One thing I like about their team is, I mean, it sounds almost obvious to say, but with them it's a different extent. I never see them separated. Everywhere they go, they travel. The Borden's gym, they always travel as a unit, as a collective.
Oh, they have a huge following, yeah.
Yeah, they're mobbed up for sure.
From out there in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn.
Let's throw it over to Mike Falvo in the ring to make this one.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these two great fighters? After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. All 5 judges have scored the fight in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Gregory Rogovin.
Gregory Rogovin takes the unanimous decision back for Barden's gym. A tremendous performance from that young man tonight. And the crowd, you're right, the crowd is very happy with that.